Hello there folks and welcome to the Switzerland playthrough where we're going to make Switzerland the greatest country on earth. Right now it's 1836 and Switzerland is not the greatest country on earth. We are the 53rd greatest economy in the world, which is not saying very much because I don't think there are that many countries. Let's see, actually I can't even count, whatever. It's not very good. We are pretty good in literacy though, and our standard of living is just barely okay, and we have about 2 million pops there. So let's see what we're gonna do. So we actually have a gold reserve, and I think the first thing we've got to do is actually get some construction going because we don't have a construction sector. So definitely start with that. I feel like central banking is a pretty good way to go. We're Switzerland after all, so that's the way to do it. Of course, the game doesn't really have the kind of financial sector that eventually will come to make Switzerland famous, but, you know, we're gonna bend the rules a bit. Politics-wise, we're just gonna push the Conservative Party together with the Agrarian Party and have 100% legitimacy, because legitimacy is always nice. I love how we could probably change to a theocracy without too much problem. Most of the people that would dislike it are marginalized, but of course we're not going to do that. Let's pass charity hospitals there as our first thing. First industry, we're going to build here some tools in the east. Interestingly, we actually have a Swiss culture, and the Swiss culture is German-speaking, Francophone, and Italophone, and has European heritage. Very interesting. We're also going to get some mines in East Switzerland, some iron mines. Much needed. Alright, central banking's ours. What should we do next? I'm thinking postal savings just so we can increase our cash reserves. We are bleeding some money quite heavily. We're gonna tax some liquor because, well, I need some taxes. I've paused the construction for now. We are a bit low on our reserves there. Interest rates do go back to the economy, but we're gonna have to wait a bit until we recover. Okay, new government here to raise our legitimacy. Let's go. There's quite the opposition here for or against appointed bureaucrats, but I think it's a thing I want to do, honestly. The intelligence of taking power would be nice. Ah, there we go. Appointed bureaucrats. Excellent. Oh, and postal savings. Feels like a low chance thing here, but it doesn't look like our interest groups would care about it too much, so let's try to pass multiculturalism. So I was using iron frame buildings, but that was just, I kept having to pause and stuff, so we're back to wooden buildings, and we're just gonna have to survive on that. Okay, so we're the 35th world's largest economy, from 53rd to 35th in less than 10 years. I think we're doing good. Standard of living is not growing very much, but it's coming, it's coming. You know what, I'm going to try the greener grass campaign in West Switzerland here, just to see if that works out or helps anything. Okay, so this is just migration from within our market. Right. That's not at all what I want. But, well, I don't know. We'll see what this does for a while. Multiculturalism has been passed. Okay, good, good. Alright, let's go to private health insurance if we can. Wow, someone just donated enough money through an event. I should have recorded it. But it gave me a university in West Switzerland here, so that's excellent. This will definitely radicalize the evangelical church by a lot, but let's try to pass total separation here. Mighty Switzerland, the 6th largest producer of steel in the world. And we're actually not at our full capacity, I think, because our steel mills here have they just been... Oh yeah, they're not fully employed. We've failed to pass total separation of state and church, but we will pass private schools instead. I think that will be the way. Ah, the great moment has come. A customs union with France. This will maybe screw up my economy a little bit. I don't know. How's the market doing? Trade goods members, France and Switzerland. Very good. And we have access to all the things. We could probably export a bunch of stuff and import some other stuff. So this is just the this is for everyone. Okay. But does this cancel all my own trade routes? I think it does. Okay. Alright. Well, we're gonna let the economy like stabilize for a few weeks here, and then we'll look at our exports and stuff. I mean, this would be amazing though. Level 29. Wow. A defensive pact? Yes, absolutely. France wants to take on our debt. I'm gonna say no for now, even though, you know, I don't know what they'd ask in return. Maybe a protectorate. Wouldn't want that. It's actually really weird being in someone else's market. I haven't done this before, so like I can't see my own production and stuff, and it kind of is. It's just very confusing. I have a 2.4 market share. Okay, but can someone tell me? Because like I've started trade routes, but that's like the French trade routes, right? Like it's not mine. Now I'm going to declare interest in Italy here, and we'll just see what happens to my economy. I'm kind of worried. Obviously kind of expected, but you never know if it goes up or down. I guess generally it goes down when you join a new area. Our economy is booming, so that was actually a pretty good idea. Obviously we are bleeding some money, but our reserves are increasing in size, so hopefully that'll flatten out. Standard of living, going down a bit, but we'll fix that. Propertied women, that sounds quite like the thing to do. And we have quite a lot of support there as well. So it looks like the Swiss market has, or sorry, the French market has a little bit of a shortage in motor industries, so we're going to focus on that. We also have been focusing on our logging camps here in the east, and then also some iron mines, because that was a little bit more expensive, but it's, you know, it's kind of balanced. Obviously we're a very minor player here. In fact, how are we doing right now? 2.63% share. Oh, look at that, the Ottomans have joined, and that's funny because they are, you know, like just 2 or 3 times larger than us economically, even though we're much smaller. So we're doing pretty okay. 24th in the world, not rising as fast as I'd like, but well, you know, I'm just trying things out here. Hopefully we'll be the best country by the end of the game. Or I mean, we won't be the largest economy, that's almost impossible, but we'll be pretty powerful, I hope. Restricted child labor, let's do it. So we unlocked electricity, and there's no real electricity being built anywhere else in the French market as far as I know, so I'm going to try to, you know, be a powerhouse in electricity in the French market and specialize on that. Oh, okay, so I wasn't really able to pass child labor outlawed or restricted, so we're gonna go back to the freedom of conscience problem here. The evangelical church is marginalized and small, so this should not be a problem. Okay, so we're number 18 in GDP right now, and 9th in GDP per capita. Let's keep going here. I think we can do pretty well. You know, getting to number 1 GDP, that's probably not gonna happen. Well, let's be honest. But getting to maybe number 1 GDP per capita, I mean, I think we could do that. Actually, now that we are in the French market, if I do greener grass campaign, we would attract people from all over the market, right? So let's do that. Let's see what happens if I unpause here. Blah blah blah. Oh, attraction high, maybe the next tick here. Ooh, 54,000. Yes, this is it. We are the #1 producer worldwide of electricity. That's fantastic. So yeah, I definitely noticed, I mean, this market panel, I understand that we're in the French market and then it goes to showing the French as the default. It'd be nice if this was able to show the country I'm playing though, because then I can actually see what I am, like where I am on the ranks. Yeah. Like, in terms of coal, we're not doing bad. 727 there. I feel like, yeah, we could increase that and maybe get at least to 3rd, maybe. Wow, we're not doing bad for iron either, and I haven't really maxed out anything, so there's quite a ways to go. We're the 4th largest producer of locomotives, actually, apparently. That's very interesting. Gonna try to focus on that again, eventually. Glass-wise, we're probably not at all close to the 1st. No, we're 9th. Stuff. Oh wait, no, this is from the investment pool. Never mind. Forget that. GDP per capita, 4th in the world. Alright, things are going quick now. Okay, so I got myself another construction sector. We're slowly building up more power plants. Looks like our GDP growth is flattening out a bit, but I know why that is. I believe it is because the price of electricity is actually coming down a bit, so our profits are decreasing, at least per employee, I guess. So there's that, but you know, we have obviously massively expanded our economy in the last few years, and we're going to keep doing it by expanding some other sectors that need expanding. I don't think engines, well, roughly base price. Yeah, so this doesn't really need expanding, but I'm going to do some glass works. Obviously going to build up our coal mines. I think the coal mines are definitely something to take a look at, because even though it says that we are roughly base price, a lot of our coal in the French market is actually being traded in from Prussia and the UK. Oh, and would you look at that, total separation of state and church. And now we might actually be able to pass restricted child labor, so let's do that. Because something I don't like is the fact that we've actually fallen behind in our rank of literacy. We used to be one of the top countries in the world, and no longer are. Oh hey, our GDP per capita is actually #2 now. Excellent. Only France stands above us, and well, their standard of living is also really high, which is kind of annoying, because obviously, like, I mean, it's good that they're doing good, but people would migrate more if they were having a worse time over there. Or rather, I should say, yes, we're doing a great job. The thing is, we don't want to waste money just lying around, right? We want to be using all the money we can and putting it into the economy. Restricted child labor, yes, that's what we want, because we do want people going to school a little bit more, in fact. Alright, so I've started producing fine art, and something I've realized about arts academies, right? So fine art is something that generally the wealthiest class buys with their leftover money. I think that subsidizing it to get it kickstarted might be a thing. I don't know. I'm just trying this out. Because, like, there's nothing being produced before. We're the only producer of fine art in the French market, at least. Look at that prestige. That's fantastic. Actually, I'm going to keep subsidizing this because, yeah, I want to be the greatest producer of fine art. But my point was that the buy orders only increase as the demand or supply increases. So suddenly, now there's a market for this in the French market, and then I guess our pops are going to be like, oh yeah, we can buy art. That's the thing. Things really are spiraling now. Things are going really well, which I'm proud of. So I'm going to build another construction sector here. Where are you? Government construction, West Switzerland. There we go. We're the largest producer of fine art in the world. Our Swiss artists are amazing. And that means we're actually just less than 30 prestige from becoming a major power. Yes, we've done it. 1863, we have the highest GDP per capita, 5.61. In terms of standard of living, not that high though. I guess a lot of the money is obviously going to the upper class at the moment. Literacy, not great. And the POPs chart is just not the best, but we should probably start to get some more medical stuff going. Public schools, I mean, it says like the clout here of the industrialists is higher than the other ones, but 24% chance every 180 days, and just a minor opposition from the industrialists. Let's do that. Oh, look at that! Brazil has been has entered the French market, and they have a smaller market share than we do. So I wonder. I mean, they don't have market access, but we do have the 14th largest GDP in the world, and I do believe GDP. Here we are. Brazil is below us, and so is Sweden. So is Egypt, Portugal, and even the Netherlands. Wow, we're doing really well. Oh, finally, public schools has passed, and that means I'm gonna go into institutions. Oh wait, no. Alright, it's already strong there. That's fantastic. Alright, let's try to change our per capita taxation to proportional. Yes, we've just become a major power because we got an event where someone wrote an anthem for us. Now the question is where to declare interests. We have one in Italy. Technically, well, actually, we can only declare things in our border here. I'm gonna say I'm curious to know what's happening here and what's happening over here, I guess. My budget back. I did promise like lower taxes to get it passed or something. So this is like gonna jump around a bit. There's one thing about the strategy I'm pursuing, right? That electricity is obviously, we're making a lot of money from it. 58,000 there. But the thing is, the moment, if we leave the French customs union, we are screwed. So we are stuck to the French customs union, basically, unless we would start expanding and puppeting other people. It's just because the amount of electricity we're creating here, 1,300, that's not something that we are ever going to consume on our own in our country. So we'd have to find other people to subjugate if we ever were to leave, or we find another customs union to join, of course. But at the moment, that also means that we're technically stuck to the rank of maximum 7 on the prestige rank, but that's not really the goal of this game. The goal is, of course, to be one of the largest economies and the most flourishing countries. Alright, in order to get our pop up, I think we're gonna pass public health insurance. The industrialists would not like this, though. Damn, why would you hate me so much? Oh, I do. Damn it. Oh, hey, human rights unlocked. So, we could pass a few things, but we can also increase. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. Compulsory primary school. I think that will pass. Let's do that. Yes, we've made it. We are the 10th largest economy in the world and rising. Alright, in standard of living, we've also risen tremendously, so we're third right now. Norway and Langfang are ahead of us. And Norway just barely, so I can catch up with that soon. What else? Our literacy is going up slowly. Much slower than I'd hoped, but I think we can reach the top 3 within the next 20 years. Let's go and try to do protected speech here. I think it's time we try to pass universal suffrage. It's 1870 here. Let's go. I think we've done it. I think Bern, or the area around our capital here, West Switzerland, is probably the greenest province in the game now, so the richest as well. As for standard of living, I don't really know yet, because we are 4th in the world, so there are some places like Parma that are definitely ahead. The crazy thing about this is that I really realize how powerful building tall is, and I should definitely try to do that even in my bigger campaigns, because I've been playing multiplayer with Brazil now, and I was just kind of spreading things out, and I haven't really had a strategy. Like, I've been quite reactive in my strategy, but once you have a strategy in mind and you pursue it relentlessly and you really develop certain provinces, it definitely seems to pay off, because like, it's 1870, and my economy here as Switzerland is bigger than my economy of Brazil in like 1876 or 1880, I think it is right now. So definitely build tall. Some of you might ask, why am I not building a bunch of military and invading people? I mean, obviously the point of the game right now is to build tall, so I don't feel like invading people. Having a port would be really nice though. My only problem is that I'm actually on national militia as a law, so I can't build barracks that are larger than 5 per province, I think. So I have a maximum of 10 barracks, and the rest is just conscription, which, I mean, 104, that's fine and whatever, but obviously I'd want a lot more. And honestly, removing national militia from Switzerland just sounds like that's suddenly not Switzerland anymore, right? Sometimes I do take a look at this, and for like just a year ago it looked like Russia and the United States would join the enemy side, and France would join my side. France would no longer join my side right now, but Russia would still join the other side, and I don't really want to face that, to be honest. But if I do get the opportunity, I'm definitely gonna try to take that port, I think. It'd destroy the beautiful Switzerland, but, we do have to expand a little bit. Just a little bit. I feel like expansion always starts like that. It's just like, it's just one more province. I just need to fix that province, and then everything will be fine. Funding a scientific journal, of course. Oh wow, with 1 coal mine, I mean, it's obviously the most, or the best coal mine in the world so far, and we haven't even maxed it out yet. We are the 2nd largest producer of coal in the world and about to overtake Great Britain. That's amazing. And look, Sardinia Piedmont here could also produce coal. We could take it. Okay, you know what? After universal suffrage, we're gonna try to change our military laws here. We keep running out of engines here, so I'm expanding my motor industry. Actually, we should probably set that to top priority over the railways, in fact, because they will consume some more. The greatest producer of coal in the world. Not the UK, not France, not Spain, not Austria, not Prussia. It's Switzerland, baby. We've urbanized Switzerland. I mean, obviously we urbanized Switzerland. We have level 22 urban center, but because we have 2 provinces, we actually had to get this one to 5. So, yeah, here we go. Let's do that. Urban center size 23 is actually the largest in the world. At least if I'm, I looked at London is 18, Paris is 18. We are 23. Also, Portugal getting invaded by Austria. What are you up to? Oh, some other kind of war there. Damn it! Passing universal suffrage is just taking so long and is definitely probably gonna fail here. Painful. Success, debate, stall. Very high. You know what? We're gonna cancel that and we're gonna try to find something else. There are no interest groups that would support the other stuff here, so we're just gonna have to wait for our politics to change, really, if we're ever gonna be able to conquer anything else. Colonial affairs. Honestly, it costs us 43 bureaucracy. Rural folk would dislike it, but we don't have a port yet. You know what? We don't need this. We really are just gonna have to wait 12 months and try to pass this again. So we could pass some strong laws quickly. Let's go for labor rights here. Regulatory bodies. Okay, so we did piss off a few people. No? Maybe their calculations reset very quickly. But yeah, okay, so workplace safety. I mean, working conditions. What? The workplace hazard levels. I don't know. We might increase that if we get some more bureaucracy. We do need to get richer first, though. Okay, we can do this now. We've changed our government a bit. Hopefully this will pass. Alright, we have just surpassed Prussia. Russia is next on our list, and it's a bit of a ways to go to, you know, about 10 million there. And then the next one up, we have to double our economy to get up to that. That's going to take a while. They'll also be increasing as we increase, so it's a good race here. Okay, we can finally try to pass mass conscription now that we have universal suffrage. So that will be good. Also, is this passable? I think we have to invent feminism first. Yeah. I love how our economy has just grown so much that all the sharp peaks and valleys were actually just look pretty flat now. That's incredible. Also, we are approaching Russia very quickly here. I wouldn't be surprised if we passed them soon. We finally unlocked synthetics plants, so we're gonna build them here in East Switzerland. See, get our economy going here. I think 5 should do the trick to start off with. Oh baby, so mass conscription is here. We can actually get barracks on our country, and we are gonna do that so we can start making a little bit more money. Russia, 60 million. Switzerland, 57. Oh, I love this. So just West Switzerland, right, has 37 million GDP. That's more than half of the Russian GDP. That's basically the GDP of it's like, is there anyone with that GDP? I mean, it's bigger than the entire Ottoman GDP. It's more than 2 times larger than the Egyptian GDP. Wow. Brazil? Twice as large. Incredible. Mexico? Probably tiny. Yeah. Oh my god, I just saw the most hilarious thing. So I'm looking at the market map here. Russian market, whatever, you know, happens sometimes. And then I look here and I'm like, what's this? Greek market? That's strange. And then you go in and you see Greece has gone ahead and somehow gotten the Ottoman Empire into their market. That is incredible. Also, Istanbul is now owned by Egypt. Amazing. This one might be hard to actually pass, but we're gonna try. Also, the industrialists won't like it, but if they start rebelling, we'll go ahead and just cancel it. And we have officially surpassed Russia. The United States is next, and it's quite a ways up, but we will do it, I am certain. We have passed public health insurance. The industrialists hate us now, which actually affect us quite badly. We get quite a hit on our manufacturing tax income, but hopefully they will come around eventually. Oh, hey, look at that. So the upper strata is definitely wealthy now. We've gotten our middle strata to be prosperous, and then we also have a middling lower strata, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get these closer together to wealthy soon enough. I feel like I do have to roleplay Switzerland a little bit, you know, just at least the conceptual idea that we have Switzerland as a financed country. So I'm going to go for international exchange standards. We already had 4,000 points in that, so it goes extra fast there. I think it's insane that we're actually the biggest producer of lead in the world, and we have only a level 20 mine, and I think nothing else. That's insane. Oh, hey, Piedmont is now in a thing, or rather Austria is attacking North Italian rebellion there, which is, I guess, backed by Piedmont, and now they have French support, so big war coming. We're not gonna involve ourselves in this. We're just gonna watch the outcome and then strike eventually, because I do want the harbor. I know it ruins the visual of Switzerland, but we do need a harbor, and also this problem has coal, which is massive shortage on the French market, so we definitely want that. Oh, hey, you know what I totally forgot? Electric train. So I could use this, increase the price of electricity, and then shift back to shift this here. Let's see, motor industries. We do need more engines, but we're gonna start with the electricity, because that substitution should work out. And we also have... How expensive are engines? They're pretty expensive. Let's do this. Yes. Metropolitan Railway has successfully completed. We received much celebration. Engineers deserve a reward. Railway building through output. Or prestige and through output. I like the prestige. Let's do that. Oh, trade routes exporting coal. So this is a problem. I don't know why that's happening. Is that something we can control? Probably not, right? Coal. France to Austria. So this will naturally decrease as our prices fluctuate here, and should hopefully land us in a better position so our electricity can stop bleeding money here. Oh yeah, suddenly we have not infinite amounts of infrastructure, but 160 here in the east and 952 here, so we're not going to be needing to build railways for a long time. A very long time. Alright, let's go ahead and survey a skyscraper site for 500 bureaucracy there. We're going to have to raise our taxes a little bit because we just start bleeding too much money there. Let's try to stop that. Luxury furniture tax. Actually, how expensive is it right now? Oh, damn it. I can't click on it. Luxury furniture, quite expensive already, but it would make me a lot of money, so let's do that. So, I think this might actually be worth it. We're gonna have some crop failures, but we can send some winter relief. 29,000 per week. Yeah, let's do that. Damn it, why do my relations always keep rising with Sardinia Piedmont? I don't want that. I don't... Ugh, so annoying. Let's expel all the diplomats. I must produce like 90% of the entire electricity of the world, because if France only produces 800 and then it exponentially decreases, it's just, I don't see how this list can be much larger. I love just how much GDP concentration we have on Switzerland that the rest of the map is starting to look white. France, of course, being the exception, but even that is starting to turn paler and paler. I turned on rayon, but it's just not going well, so we're going to go back to dye production, because that's much better. Conveyor belts, I think that's the next one we should take there. all of a sudden this would be profitable. I don't understand. Okay, let's see what happens. And now you're not as profitable. And now you're losing money. I don't understand. What? What? Make up your mind. Let's go back. Alright, let's, we finish a skyscraper. That's great. Do we have anything interesting that we can do? No. Oh wow, the symbol actually changed. So I guess it's because we have. I mean, how many? What percentage of our people are middle strata? I don't even know how to check that. Lower strata. Academics, bureaucrats, etc. Well, they're prosperous anyway, and the upper strata is super wealthy. And the lower strata is secure for now. Looks like... Oh, population of the lower strata, 4 million. 1.38 million. 229,000. Okay, okay. Interesting. Definitely don't like the pop curve here. People seem to have been migrating out. Even though our economy is expanding and they have amazing salaries. Don't know why. Poor laws have been passed. Fantastic. Now, the landowners are marginalized. Rural folk would endorse this, but industrialists would be a little bit pissy. I think I do want to change over to protectionism. Not that it matters that we're technically in the French market, right? But I think apparently we're still somehow making money from our exports and stuff. So mercantilism bad, protectionism a little bit better. I can't seem to get France to join this, but I don't think Russia would actually move their troops to us in time. The risk is that the Two Sicilies does. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, worst case scenario, we build a lot more barracks, we bleed some money for a while, raise our taxes. But I think I'd really want Piedmont. We just need it, you know? It's time that we get a port. Click. And click. Okay, so a lot of people have already joined. It's a lot of Italy here, and Tunis and Tripolitania. Weirdly enough, Morocco. Okay, as long as Russia and the big ones don't join, I'm kind of okay with this. They are leaning though. It's very frustrating. Oh no, Russia joined the other side. That's frustrating. Yeah. I guess France just doesn't want to join this because they're busy somewhere else. Is that... am I interpreting that right? I feel like that must be it. Okay, we're going to war. I've mobilized my generals, or my general rather, von Travel, or Tavel, and yeah, he's gonna defend the front. We're bleeding money, but I think we can kind of at least defend, let them attack for a while. The Russians are coming in with troops, but I hope they're pretty shit. The rest are... It's a lot of regulars. This is conscripts though. I mean, they'll try to attack. I think we can do a pretty good job on the defense here. Oh wow, it says offense 87 versus 59. Let's try a little bit here. Oh wow, okay, the Russian troops are garbage. We might actually be able to win this on our own, it seems. What the fuck? Why are there two fronts? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, so I figured out you can actually recruit two generals for the same, like, area. So I was able to at least put a defense there, but it's kind of annoying that they've entered our capital there. That was totally not intended. Oh, and the front line changed again. I don't understand. Also, we're in a recession. That's fine. That's fine. I just want the damn port. Oh, hey, I think we might actually win this, even though we've technically not conquered them now. But we've gone back and forth so much that I think they're going to surrender now. Okay, Russia's out of the war now. So only the Italians left, and Tunisia and Morocco for some reason. There we go. Okay, Switzerland has expanded gloriously, and the war continues. Oh, damn it. Oh, well, this should be a stomp, though. Oh wait, no, the war does not continue. Good, good. Oh, all right. So we're making money again. We're gonna try to stabilize our economy here. Make sure that things work. Oh no, Austria surpassed us again, or did we? Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely that war. I mean, you can see it in the standard of living here, but this might also be because we raised the taxes so much to try to survive. So right now we're just trying to get our economy back together so we can start lowering the taxes again back to normal. But each step of decrease is quite painful. 500 bureaucracy to incorporate. 5 years. Yes. Yeah, so they're gonna secede, and we are gonna have to fight them. Hopefully no one supports them. Looks like the only way for us to win this is to activate our conscripts. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it again. Okay, so we haven't really done anything, but apparently they've sent us a peace offer and surrendered. Baden wishes to enter a defensive pact. Well, we're neutral. No. Something we might need to pursue, though, is our own colonies, because oil we have to definitely get, but the French are not getting it for us. Glass is something we can make ourselves, but like rubber, opium, all that stuff, I mean, the French are just not keeping it together. You know what? Let's try to pass colonial affairs here. I know it's tall for Switzerland, but, you know, it's the Victorian age. You gotta maybe have some colonies. Just maybe. Revolutionary Prussia, a council republic, has risen up against Prussia. I mean, it's pretty cool. But at the moment, ooh, I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. We're gonna stay on top of the fence for now. Well, now it's just called Communist Prussia. I mean, sure, whatever. Prussia offers an obligation if we back them. Thing is, Prussia, I mean, we never really use that, right? So, kind of useless. Alright, colonial exploitation has been passed. Oh, okay, so we both passed the UK and China. We are now the second largest economy in the world, with just 3 provinces. Okay, so Communist Prussia has won the Civil War and seems to be rising in GDP here, slowly. Let's see, I'm just curious. Okay, so they're pretty strong. There's something else starting here. It's Hesse versus Radical Hesse. Okay. I said Hesse, but it's Hesse, right? Or is it Hesse? Hesse? Not Hesse. That sounded super American. I meant, is it Hesse or is it Hesse? You know? I was about to say that Switzerland in real life only had women's suffrage in the 70s, and that, you know, oh, now we're playing unrealistic. But of course we're playing unrealistic. Like, what? It's a game. What am I thinking? Let's go ahead and try to pass this. The petit bourgeoisie and the intelligentsia won't actually like it too much. I wonder if maybe, I don't know why. Very interesting. Women's suffrage has been implemented, and we have an election period. Very interesting to see how this goes. Social Democrats plus the anarchists make a better government, apparently. Let's do that. Workers' protection, let's go. Baden Alliance, no. Okay, this is an interesting war. So, the French have decided to join Saxe-Weimar in their defense. Russia as well. So, 2 great powers. Oh no, oh, this is a major conflict, it seems. So, on the other side we have the British and the Scandinavians. And the Scandinavians want a treaty port in Aquitaine. So that's gonna be, if they win, that'll be interesting. Nothing else that's major though. But France is going to war though, so we'll our economy is going to be maybe a little bit in shambles because of it. Oh, right, and Austria too. So Austria versus France. Oh, wow. Damn, they should invite me. Now it's too late for them to invite me, but I would have joined for something on Austria, you know? And immediately, it looks like we've even fallen to third place here, as somehow the Austrians jumped up because of the war. It's very confusing. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, right, we were exporting a lot of stuff, so we're gonna find some new markets here. I don't know, amount there. I think we're gonna have to pause our construction industry here, just to stop the bleeding, because it's very bad. I'm so sorry, my people, but I'm gonna have to tax those services. I feel like there is definitely a recession going on right now. French, Austrian economies, Russian economy is definitely hit. British economy. I mean, people outside the war. Yeah, there's a lot of price, like a big price fluctuation going on right now. So the world economies are definitely kind of recalculating. Also, what? Oh, wow. The US has a female president in 1892. Fantastic. This is very flat. How's Brazil doing? Still straight line. Very interesting. Military wages are gonna go down a little bit. I don't know about the government wages though. It would hit quite a little bit. You know what? Let's do that. Oh my god, I'm bleeding money anyway, and my GDP just keeps crashing. Oh, I've tried to find things to export here, but I don't know. Just take my furniture. Buy it, please. Buy all the furniture. Okay, I'm just gonna decrease the size of my construction sector by half. And then we'll see here. I mean, these people should probably get employed in other sectors that are more productive. Because I don't want 150,000 people just sitting there doing nothing, right? Come on. Okay, we're going positive now at least. Or, well, we were before, I suppose. So it looks like the war ended at least, so we might be able to find some new trading routes. We're gonna have to invent modern financial instruments here, just as a consequence of this horrendous situation we're in. Oh my lord. Okay, so we've fallen to 5th place. I've just erased years of progress here in one little war that I didn't even start. Okay, we're gonna do some expansive policy here. See if building up stuff again, even though we're going super negative, is gonna help us out, maybe. Also, arms industries, you are not the priority right now. And neither is munitions. And neither are naval bases, to be honest. Glassworks, yeah, you're more important. Through output problems. I mean, the offense and defense, who gives a shit, but through output, Jesus. Oh no. Okay, time to max out the taxes. I don't care anymore. We have to survive this. Oh, and the worst part is, while I'm in default, I can't do anything. I can't build. Okay, if I stop subsidizing railways, it's a lot of money, but it might just help us here. In fact, yeah, let's go. Actually, but pulp, we'll see. Honestly, this is just depressing. I don't know. Obviously, we're stuck in like a bad cycle, but I think there might be like a calculation error going on. So I'm just gonna restart the game and see what happens. Okay, so this may look terrible, minus 500,000, but instead of doing contractive financial policy here, we're actually doing an expansive financial policy. So we're cutting incomes and going back to actually paying people wages, and that is actually having some effect, and hopefully things will kind of balance themselves back. The thing is, the bounce back should be relatively good, because the most important thing in our economy is, after all, the fact that these buildings are built. So the space for them to build things exists. People just have to be employed and they have to be profitable. So what I'm doing is going through like different production methods and just changing them out, making sure that things kind of balance out, and hopefully cutting out some shortages that we have in our economy. Obviously I'll have to go through this all later again, but yeah, I think we might be able to stop this. I mean, we've lost almost half of our GDP here. That's just terrifying. And for those of you thinking, well, why don't you just declare bankruptcy? Well, because bankruptcy is obviously bad, but also because this won't really do much. I mean, it will erase our debt, but the interest rate that we pay is actually almost nothing. And then you may look at all this and you're thinking, well, why don't you balance your budget by cutting the subsidies? Well, we've tried cutting the subsidies to the trains, but we need the trains for the infrastructure that keeps our economy going. Cutting that will cut the entire economy, because the game doesn't really balance that well in that way right now. Government wages obviously are a big thing, but they do go back to the wages of our people that consume things, so we probably don't want to cut that too much, as we've tried now. So the rest is just hoping that, you know, our income goes up, basically. Another thing you can see here, our standard of living has decreased, but not terribly. What has decreased is the standard of living of our upper strata. They're the ones who think they're starving or something. And obviously they're getting quite radical, but since I started changing or going through our production methods, things have stabilized, so they are getting a little bit more money now, and I guess they're hopefully kind of, yeah, working themselves out. Okay, so by changing from vacuum canning to canneries, I think we've stopped the input problems of oil at least. Ironclads, what is your problem, my friend? You, or no, not there. Where are you? There. You are just a matter of time, I think. Unless, well, yeah, you're just a question of time. So going from steam or electric trains to steam might actually be better. We'll increase the price of transportation, which might actually be good because it's a bit too cheap now. Coal will be more valuable, but we'll stop needing so much electricity. So maybe this might balance things a bit. Ugh, my money is still going down. Oh, so the French-Tunisian War started, which involves a lot of players in Europe. So France and Spain on the same side, together with the Papal States, versus Tunisia, Austria-Hungary, Morocco, a bunch of Italian states, and the UK. Now, I imagine this is affecting, yeah, the French economy, which is also affecting us. It's just terrible. This is horrible. You know what? Whatever. Oil? I don't need you. Or cars, rather, you know. We don't need that right now. I don't know. We'll try this, but our minimum wage is, you know, 50% above average, which means, and we're in the French market, so I guess we're uncompetitive with the rest of France, maybe? So we're gonna try to lower our minimum wage slowly here. I mean, it's gonna take a while. Oh god, it's just terrifying. We had 240 million GDP, we're at 101. Like, this must be one of the greatest crashes in history. Like, what? Oh, Lord. Come on. Yeah, going back to steam trains was a bad idea, because obviously that not only decreased transportation, but also infrastructure, which was actually bad for our economy. So, no. I'm gonna keep bleeding even more if I need to. Minting and loan interest rate increased. It doesn't really do much for our economy, but at least it's there. Honestly, I feel like the impact of this crash, which I have no idea how it started other than it was the war, has been larger than if we had just left the French market, right? Like, I don't know what's going on here. And I imagine that most people might even be migrating to... where are they going? Ile-de-France, Katanga, Corsica, yeah, whatever. Our economy may be tanking, but, you know, we have the highest average standard of living in the world, so I guess that's good. Our GDP per capita has fallen to second, though. I mean, that is just... oh, it hurts me so much. This is crazy. I don't even understand. Matter of security. Yeah, whatever. Piedmontese secession. I mean, I would love to join this, but obviously I'm in no condition to do so. Okay, so I think... so we're shooting up back to 100 million. And the reason for that is that we actually just got to effect level 4 working conditions, which gives us -4 or plus 40% minimum wage. So it's definitely, I think the minimum wage thing, we were at max, and then we passed the law for workers' protections, and that just really screwed our economy. And not really because businesses just became unprofitable, but it's because we're in the French market, which means that, you know, compared to the French businesses, it became just unprofitable, so people could just move over there, which is, yeah, terrible. But looks like the French GDP is going down now, and ours is going up, so hopefully we'll be able to get this back up. I mean, we've lost quite a few years of growth there, but it's a good lesson to learn for Victoria 3. As I said, though, our buildings are there, so now it's just a matter of, now that they can hire people and people are getting employed, money's flowing back in, and the buildings are already there, so they get to start producing those things again, which means our GDP can shoot back up very quickly. We have essentially a fascist revolutionary movement brewing. They really don't like the idea of no or guaranteed liberties, so we're gonna go ahead and cancel that. I think we're only gonna go to level 3 here because we are, after all, employing a lot of people. I think our unemployment is quite low now, and if we just go down one level, I think that should balance out. And also, you know, we do want some workers' protections. Plus, we're building pretty tall, so the throughput bonuses that we do get does still allow us to, you know, give our workers good wages. There we go, unemployment is now 0, and we are back at level 30 construction sector, and we can go back to, yeah, actually having an economy, although this will take a little bit to get back to number 2, and also I'm afraid, especially the population, that's quite a momentum we've lost there. It looks like Sardinia-Piedmont successfully rebelled, although we have a little problem. There are 2 Sardinia-Piedmonts now, maybe even 3. So we have Carlo Alberto di Savoia ruling 1. Okay, that's still the same, and then we have another one ruled by Faustino. King Christian von Oldenburg, king over a council republic, question mark? Also, Sweden is now a junta government, and the King of Norway is Bernadotte Harald there, so technically I guess, yeah, the monarchy continued in Norway instead. Very interesting. Ooh, important and big play here going on. The Two Sicilies is going for unify Italy against the Papal States, who wants Italian leadership and humiliation. They also want Sardinia there. Well, well, well. This is interesting. We'll see how this plays out. Oh, hey, the East India Company is now independent. They're presidential dictatorship. The Protestant and English government. I guess they tried to plan. It must have been a revolution that succeeded. And it looks like the play just disappeared. So, yeah, no Italy. And finally, after a long struggle, our economy is back where we were. Well, what is it, 10 years? I actually need to check. Okay, I've checked. It was 7 years ago. 7 years of just horrible economic development. Poor Swiss people. Although, I mean, to be fair, it was only the affluent people that lost a lot of wealth, apparently. Like, the rest of the pops were doing pretty well. You know what? We're so rich now that I'm gonna take on the debt of Baden. And then maybe... I don't know, maybe we'll just absolve it just to get better relations. But we might be able to make some protectorates. Which, like, I feel like a protectorate is fine. As long as, you know, we don't change the color of them. Protectorates and satellites might be fine. Maybe not too much conquest. I mean, we're still trying to play tall here, right? You know what? Screw it. I know, I mean, we're playing tall, okay? We have just a few provinces. We're not gonna create a massive empire, colonial empire, but we do need to get some oil because the AI at this moment is just terrible at getting oil. So we're gonna go ahead and try to puppet. Whoa, wait a minute. Luca joins Sardinia, Piedmont, Greece, and Tunis. It's quite a few people. Austro-Hungarian Sinai. So they're gonna build the canal there, maybe. I haven't actually seen the AI build the canal yet, mostly because I've been the one building it. So we'll see. Oh, that actually quite a change of plans. Because I was thinking we need oil, and obviously there's no oil here yet, but there will be oil, and I kind of want to capture a few oil provinces to make sure that we can keep our economy going. Okay, let's see. If I form an alliance with Baden, this might push me over the edge to be able to use my obligation. I'm just speculating here, because they have powerful protectors, but I'm a powerful protector, right? Hold a grand exhibition. You know what? Let's do that. If we start bankrolling the Papal State, they could actually become our protectorate. So yeah, let's do that. I've noticed one thing that's just doesn't really work with playing tall is that harbors, obviously, you can't build bigger ports than 8 or 10 depending on the modifier in the province. So you can't really have that super tall harbor playthrough. You can't really be like a super powerful Singapore or anything because of that infrastructure limit. Also, at some point, you know, people move into these provinces. Even though we have super high standard of living, everyone should be wanting to move to Switzerland. Everyone does move to Switzerland, but the problem is we just have too many jobs available. Like, we build too fast, so people just get employed too slowly. So it's actually better to have more provinces. And then we also have obviously the resource problem, which we can solve through protectorates and stuff. Although protectorates you can't. So you can do diplomatic play, dominion, or puppet, but I don't think there is any protectorate play, if I'm not mistaken. Although dominions play out very much like protectorates, because they have their own foreign policy. So I don't really know. The Papal State wishes to join our customs union. I mean, I'd love to, but why are you asking me? It's not my union. Hello? Okay, I don't know what's up with the alliances making it harder to get protectorate, so I'm gonna try to break this one here. Okay, now we have a truce. That's gonna take just 1 year? Okay. We'll wait out that, and then we'll see if we can get them. Because the moment I allied the Papal States, we went from like 55 to 67. It really bothers me that there's several Sardinia Piedmonts, and we are in a good economic position, and I do want to puppet people. So I'm going to go ahead and puppet the Sardinia Piedmont that owns Venice here. It doesn't look like anyone would mind too much. And they bent. Look at that beautiful flag there. So they have a king, unfortunately, but that's fine. Yeah, this doesn't really do much for us, to be honest, but it does give us some extra, what is that, diplomatic pact income. Yeah. I'm gonna send my admiral on an expedition to find the source of the Nile, see if that has any benefits. Screw it, we're gonna start a colony in Indonesia, because actually there's oil here, and I'm gonna take it. You know, I know, playing tall, etc., but we do need to secure some resources. We're kind of stagnating here. Kutai, we're coming for you. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna play tall, and I'm changing my strategy here on the fly towards the end of the game, but we're gonna play tall, but in more of a Netherlands style, right? We're gonna accept the idea of having colonies. Maybe I should have done that from the beginning. We'd probably be way ahead, but whatever. Damn it, we failed the expedition because I raised the peril way too much. Oh hey, they bent. Wonderful. Time to build oil. Actually, wait. Need to check if we have infrastructure. Let's get some ports. And let's get some railway. And then we'll get some oil. And they have bent. Wonderful. Ooh. Looks like Austria-Hungary is about to implode, which is nice. Parma's also having some problems. Sulu. Interesting. Also, now we're losing money. Why is that? Curious. Austria-Hungary offers an obligation. No, that's not enough. Let's take one more oil state here. Belungen. Shouldn't be a problem. Now, there's one little problem though. We are getting pops to move into our colony here, but they're not really getting employed in the oil industry. I don't know why. I've even like destroyed pretty much everything else to make sure that they're not getting employed by that. Well, the navy might be a bit big actually. Let's decrease that by 5. And then hopefully people actually start moving into oil. Okay, so a major war is going on, and this has definitely ruined our trades, which is the thing that is causing us to lose so much money and our economy to shrink. I think we're going to have to lower wages again. It's horrible to have to do it, but I think we may have a productivity issue. I mean, people aren't really that unemployed. There is some unemployment here, though. But why is that? I mean, it's not really the wages. It's just, I suppose we're not exporting a lot of this either, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, hey, look who won. It's the Democratic Revolt in Austria, with the President Mathilde Schober. Incredible. Okay, so I tried to subsidize this before and it didn't work, and then suddenly it did work, so I don't know what's going on there. I guess it was too profitable, and then when it wasn't profitable, when I actually clicked subsidize, it actually worked. I don't know. But good thing is, obviously, we're gonna produce more and more oil here, which means we'll be able to shift our economy into oil mode, which means we'll free up some labor, and those same people will then go ahead and hopefully move and work in the oil industry. French Defensive Pact. I mean, you're infamous. I don't know what you're gonna do. Oh, it looks like... well, sure. You know what? Let's go ahead and try to do an Antarctic expedition. I think you're explorer. Yeah, you're going to Antarctica, my friend. Alright, time to map paint a bit. It will cost us quite a lot of infamy here, 58 in fact, but I think this might be a good move. Also because it just makes the map look better, you know? Alright, we can probably get France in just by offering Liberate Luxembourg, so let's do that. Okay, the French are in, and I do think they should fold very, very quickly. Okay, to war then. Alright, they should be surrendering very, very soon here. There we are. I wonder if it's still called the Dutch East Indies. Maybe it is. Diplomacy. Dominion of Switzerland, but it's the Dutch East Indies. Well, yeah, whatever. We should have a truce until... Is there a truce? Hello? No truce. Interesting. Because I do want to annex them at some point. Quite soon, hopefully. And now we're only 30, or less than 30 million... Yeah, 30 million pounds away from becoming the largest economy in the world. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna add a little bit more infamy. Spain would stand against us probably, but let's see here. I think I can sway, well, the French, maybe not. I might be able to sway someone. Okay, so they got France on side, even though France is my customs union overlord. I guess this is the moment we will break from the customs union and maybe find some other market to subjugate. I don't know how this is gonna go. To be honest, as long as they don't add more war goals, we can just try to hold the line and then peace out based on that shit. So, I mean, let's see. Their power projection 5,100. Our power projection 5,400. Yeah, we might be able to defend, to be honest. Thing is, France is about to fight the UK, Russia, and Austria, and the Ottoman Empire. So I think we might actually have a chance here. And we're gonna fuck France. Obviously, this will severely impact our economy, don't get me wrong, but of all the times that we have to do this, I think this is it. Although, to be fair, the AI never does any naval invasions, so we'll see. What we could do is that we could do our own naval invasions. The problem is Spain is in this war, so it's kind of a difficult maneuver. Oh, never mind. It updated. Okay. I mean, their attacks are pathetic. I don't know if I'm really in the position to advance, though, so I'm just gonna let them, you know, destroy their troops, smashing themselves on our brave wall of mountains, and then we shall see. I'm just trying to also stop the bleeding here. Set up quite a few trade routes and stuff, but it looks like we do need a few more. I would say we are definitely winning. Look at that cost, 15 million so far on their side, and way more wounded and dead. Oh yes, we are the #1 economy in the world, and I think that's also mostly because the French have entered a major recession as a result of the wars. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. They're actually breaking through, that's not good. Oh yes! Yes! Okay, so we have been very lucky. Looks like the French have surrendered even though they were winning that battle. Which leaves us, I suppose, with just Spain and Venezuela. And we should be able to force our way through quite quickly here, I think. Now, we are bleeding a lot of money. We're bleeding, dying. It's horrible, but this war will be over very soon. And if we look at here... Obviously, the French had spent like 30 million or more, so now we're on the costly side, but, you know, the things we do for oil. Alright, and there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh wait, technically the war continues? Really? Oh, come on. Come on, just surrender. Oh, yeah, right. You should probably surrender soon. Propose peace deal. So, here we are, and I have no memory of what I was doing with this, because it's been over a month since I played the save. No idea, no idea. Also, quite a few updates, so things have definitely gone ahead and switched over here. We have a chronic labor shortage throughout all of our industries. I've switched up our power plants to run on oil. Oh yeah, it looks like we need more engines actually. That's bad. I mean, this could actually, if we import more of this. But in general, we do have a shortage of labor. If we had more labor, then this wouldn't be a problem, right? You know, if we were a big country, people would just be filling up our factories. I only just fought off a rebellion in Sardinia and Piedmont, and there's another one coming. It's really frustrating, because, like, I don't know. Obviously, I'm working on an older save and newer patches, so maybe it's a mix of that. But the world is just a mess. It's just rebellions left and right. I wish I could just go around and force everyone to move to Switzerland or something. Obviously it doesn't work that way. We could enslave people, but we can't, because, you know, that's actually a playthrough I kind of want to do, just enslave a bunch of people, become like this super autocratic state, just living off of slavery and serfdom. Or maybe not even serfdom, just slavery. Which is serfdom, but, you know, technically the laws here would be different. So if we could do slave trade and then economic system, I guess we could have a modern economic system. I think some of these are locked in behind slavery, where slavery is only, you have to have certain types. Let's see, disallowed by cultural exclusion and multiculturalism, right? The French surpassed us economically. I mean, we keep fluctuating, so it's very frustrating. And we're also second to the French because, let's see, I'm just guessing. It's the French, yeah, their prestige, probably economy and stuff. But, you know, we still have the best standard of living. It's 20 infamy, but it's a lot of provinces and a lot of population that I'd like. We're gonna annex our subject, the Dutch East Indies. It will also fix the fact that, you know, it's called the Dutch East Indies, even though Switzerland owns it. I feel like the name should, you know, change whenever there's a new European overlord. Okay, so they've backed down, which means we have quite a lot of new areas here to take care of. Ah, yes, a much needed boost to our economy. We just surpassed the French again. Oh, wait. something happened to France. Oh yeah, wow, okay, an uprising. I could actually see myself backing the Occitanians here. Because, well, that would weaken the French. So, what really happened here and boosted our economy? I think a massive amount of population as well moving into our provinces, hopefully. Let's see. Migration 317,000, but that's yearly. I want more. We're gonna wait until the last minute to join here. Looks like the Ottoman Empire is joining. They're not that powerful. And oh, wait a minute. Overlord Spain, is that the market? Diplomacy, customs union with Spain. Interesting, very interesting. Alright, there we go. 3 red flags. 2 crosses, 1 half moon. Quite beautiful flags against the French. I think we will win. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm sorry, what? They just surrendered? There's no... I didn't reach a... We were fine. We were fine. Now the French economy is gonna bounce back up. Ugh. Disgusting. 700 million. Lovely. Can we make it to 1 billion? I think we can. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start a play against the Trussell Coast, which is a protectorate of the United Kingdom, because I know there will be 50 oil there, and I need oil. The Swiss machine is fueled by oil. Wow. So I set up this incredibly complex war. I was gonna show it because I actually thought I was gonna fire. Basically, I got Spain to side with me. Actually, first I got Oman to side with me, and then I got Spain, I think. I got Spain to side for the release of Ireland. I got Oman to side for the liberation of Bahrain. Then the British got Hejaz, or no, they got the Ottoman Empire, on which I got Egypt, and then I got... or they got Hejaz on Egypt, and I got someone else, I think. I don't know. It was just crazy. It was going to be an interesting war. I think I'd definitely win it, but they backed down, and, well, I didn't get any more infamy for it, so here we are. Customs union with the Papal State. Hello. Let's see. How long does it take for them to join? Finally, the Swiss market is expanding. There we go. Proposal accepted. Projected migration 4.39 million. That's what I want. Oh, look at that. Alright, let's finally get the Papal States in our market. I just colonized this little part of New Zealand here, and I think I'll just release it as a principality. Because it's kind of fun. I've done it as Brazil as well in another playthrough, and it's just fun. So let's see. New Zealand is a republic. Good. A democratic republic. And it is our little dominion. I'm gonna go ahead and declare rivalry with France because, well, they are my rivals. Might do it with Great Britain as well, just for the infamy decay. Mexico agreed to become the protectorate of the United States. Oh no. Oh no. And once again, there's a revolution in our puppet state here. It's very annoying because it's like not the first time. In fact, is there a way I could switch sides? I could. The thing is, if I switch sides, will they stay as my puppet? That's the question. Oh, right. Here's something we should do. Survey the Panama Isthmus for a year. Let's go. Let's see if we can get guaranteed liberties passed. You can definitely see the moment that the Papal States joined our market there. Beautiful upward curve. Who else is in our market, actually? Market, Swiss market members. Sardinia, Piedmont. I mean, you've been our puppet for a long time. So I don't know where to actually see that. And guaranteed liberties has passed. Lovely. Revolutionary Philippines offers us an obligation if we back them. Yeah, sure. So supporting the whole Philippine thing looks like we're actually going to have a little bit of a war here. We're going to try to help them out on the mainland there, and then it should be over pretty quickly. Parma, welcome to the customs union. Everyone just wants to trade with me. I think they realize that, maybe entering the Swiss market, maybe that's a thing. Okay, we won the whole Philippine tobacco there, and now we're going to use the obligation to get them in our customs union. Don't know if I'll... Maybe we should bankroll them. I don't know. We'll see. 62 there. I mean, what's the big thing? It's just our infamous level that's stopping us from getting a bunch of puppets, so I guess we'll just wait a little bit. Okay, Egypt could now join us, basically. We just need to up the volume of trade with them. Invite to market. Welcome, 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 Egypt. Welcome to the Swiss market. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Radical Modena wants to give us an obligation in return for siding with them. The problem is, on the other side are the French. And somehow I have a feeling that they might actually, like, on their own, they could maybe even win. Just by sheer numbers and time. But we'll see. I just don't really, like, I don't want to fight the French just for Modena. For the market control there. I'd rather fight the French for bigger things. Luca, welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so we can now offer to buy... Oh, what's this? Relations between Russia and Switzerland. I'm sorry, what? Why is that? Why is Russia... Oh, I know. Is it because Russia did some stupid thing? What's the treaty port in Panama? Relations between... Oh wait, I guess we're gonna get the treaty port. We've just offered stuff to Panama, so I guess they'll... Or to New Granada here, Colombia. So we'll probably get the port soon. Canada, welcome to the customs union. Belgium, welcome, welcome. We've gotten another obligation very quickly here. We're gonna use it to make Canada into a protectorate. So it won't change the color on the map because I think they still will have their independent foreign policy there. Subjugation accepted. Lovely, lovely. So we're, you know, still playing tall. This hasn't officially become red, but some maps will definitely paint it red. So, you know, maybe we're not that tall anymore. Now, if the Canadians would only just build their oil wells, I would be a very, very happy man. Unfortunately, I can't even see what they're building. And we are on Iron Man, so I can't really force them to do anything. Oh, you know what? I just realized I've been improving relations with Russia, but what's actually has to happen here is that New Granada has to have positive relations with Russia, which honestly is just so stupid. Like, why is this locked behind a wall of me? It's just like, it's totally beyond my control. I can't do anything about this. And is there, if I take the treaty port in Panama, 2.8 infamy. I kind of really want to do it. Just to do it, you know. I have to do it in my game. While we're at it, we're gonna survey the Suez Isthmus at the same time. And yeah, I'm just gonna double check this. Acquire land in Panama. So if I own the treaty port in Panama, then my relations with Russia would have to be bigger, right? I just don't understand. It's so dumb. So it turns out this is a bug, and I don't think it will be solved by me acquiring a treaty port, actually. So yeah. Hanover, you're joining. Modena, you're joining the customs union. Hopefully I don't end up in a war with France because of it. The Ottoman Empire is now going to enter our beautiful customs union, and we shall thereby become even more beautiful and enormous and red. Speaking of which, I had not seen this. French market has absorbed Russia, which, I mean, honestly, it's kind of beautiful. I mean, I love that blue. And thus our imperial protectorates expand. Well, they're not imperial protectorates. We're just extending the hand of the Swiss banks. You know, we're just doing our best here. What's this? A member of an expedition. Yeah, let's do that. Philippines, you're now my protectorate. Okay, it's probably gonna be bugged again, but we're gonna try to make a suitable offer here. Let's see what happens. I think Austria might give it because they have a thing there. Acquire land. Acquire land. Huh? Nothing's happening. To Sicily's, you're welcome in. Congratulations. Tuscany, I think you might be one of the last places in Italy now. Are we? We're almost done, yeah. I mean, we're dealing with a rebellion up here, and then there's the traditional Piedmont problem going on here, and they're part of the French market now, apparently. It's interesting because they're actually a Russian protectorate, so I don't really know what's going on there. Oh, what happened here? Greenland and Iceland are now puppets of Austria. Puppets and dominions of Austria. Denmark... I guess Denmark is now a direct dominion of Austria. But the question is why the other stuff became independent. Very interesting. Brazil Customs Union? Yes, please. Alright, this will increase my infamy by a little bit here, but by using this, I will actually have Modena on my side, and I will be able to connect to my puppet over there. And I think the most important thing right now is that there's a revolution brewing in Tuscany, and Spain has decided to support the revolutionaries. And of course, technically, on a political stance as Switzerland, I'd probably support the revolutionaries. Unfortunately, it's the Duke here that is on in my customs union, and I do want to protect that customs union and the potential to make them a puppet. So I will probably go ahead and start, or I might just join, but I have to keep an eye on it. Oh, the French have actually sided with us. Lovely. You know what? I'm gonna expend a little bit of bureaucracy there just to increase the assimilation. Not that we have much time left to do it, but we'll see if it actually has any effect in a multicultural society. I love the little animations. These guys are in little huts, and I am firing just cannon from entrenched positions. Parma, I think it's your turn. Welcome to the protectorate status. Oh, hey, look at that. Peru Bolivia is actually a protectorate of Brazil. So they are now within our market. Oh, lovely. Maybe I've said this 1,000 times, but this game has so much potential. However, it bothers me so much that we can't invest in our puppets. And the diplomacy system is a little bit bare bones at the moment, because, you know, oh, you have a protectorate, but Oh, you have friendly relations with them. You've got to damage the relations so that you can start a play to integrate them further, and then you have to keep basically risk declaring war on them instead of just trying to do it through diplomacy. I don't know. It's quite frustrating. Oh no, our convoys have been raided. That's bad. Okay, Spain finally capitulated, even though it couldn't press anything. Again, partially a diplomacy thing. Kind of weird. Like, you can't add things in an ongoing war yet. And it's kind of weird that you keep fighting everyone else even though they have nothing to press. It's very strange. And another war. I wonder how many wars we will fit in the next 8 years until the end of the game. You know, I don't know how good the converters are right now, but this world might actually be interesting to export to Hearts of Iron 4. Mostly because, you know, Switzerland is kind of physically quite small. I'd be interested to see how that plays out, you know. I do love that we have a larger population than Prussia, Austria, yeah, almost, no, the French are quite ahead of us, but Spain, Portugal, even the UK, we are just a major power in a very small space. Although this is both incorporated and unincorporated. Nevertheless, you know, it's quite impressive. Ernst here is a true powerful man, you know. He's been sitting on his position for a long time. We've just had an election, and once again the Social Democrats have won. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is his, like, 5th term, maybe? It's kind of just a loose idea, but one of the decrees here could apply to your foreign puppets, like seek closer ties, integrate administration, and then over time you'd be able to like integrate the administration so your puppets actually become more closely tied, or vice versa, of course. And that's excellent. That war is over. Let's see if we can get them on our side. No, not yet. Something I'd love to see, and I've probably said this before as well, but it would be amazing to have some sort of more integrated international financial system, not only in investing in other countries' economies, but also in terms of where your deficit goes and where your revenue goes, right? So right now it's a super simplistic model of just you have a bunch of you take loans from your population and your dividends or the interest rate goes back to just your population. However, it'd be interesting to have, because right now basically you can just go super negative. It doesn't really affect you as long as you keep expanding your economy. Now, if other countries are able to buy that interest, suddenly your money might not entirely be going back to your economy. It might actually be flowing outwards. And in the same sense, you could have a strategy where you are a country that, you know, gathers up a lot of investment in your reserves, and then you lend out that money internationally and influence politics that way. That would have been a much more fun, I think, Swiss campaign, and whenever that's implemented, which it hopefully will be, I would love to return to Switzerland and try to do that playthrough. Would you believe it? Just as I'm ending the game, I misclick my recording button and start recording when I'm not talking. I don't even know what I missed, but basically, war with the French. We've created a protectorate over the Ottomans in Egypt, and big problem in Italy, our little market sphere thing, they became a country. They decided to join under, I guess, the leadership of two Sicilies down south, which is very frustrating, but at least they're still in our market, and there is a potential for maybe getting them on our side, but not within this timeline at least. Alright, graduated taxation has been implemented, which, yeah, I don't, now we're on negative again, but at least that's implemented. Okay, this is weird. So my previous election results definitely had the Social Democrats win, But for some reason, when I changed these laws, this changed. We're gonna reform this. We're gonna get the Communist Party, I guess. And that gets us to 9. Contested government. Wait, exit reform government. We'll see. Yeah, I think this is the best alliance at the moment. Not that it matters much. Oh, Ange Comtesse has finally passed away. How unfortunate. So who's our leader now? Johan Motta. Oh wow, okay. We are getting pretty close to getting Italy as protectorate actually, but I don't think we'll have time. There it is, the last election on November 14th. Looks like the communists won again with the Free Democratic League in second there. So we have better legitimacy now, and we have the communists in power. Very interesting. I wonder... Yeah, we won't have time for this, unfortunately, but it'd be fun. Alright, there we are. December 31st, 1935. We are the biggest economy in the world by far. We outclass everyone. We are pretty tall, I'd say. Of course, we have a lot of colonial possessions and a lot of protectorates. There's no map for protectorates, unfortunately, but Canada is there, Egypt and Turkey's there. We have our little satellites down south in Italy. Italy itself is very close to joining us in some ways. Persia's in our market. We have control over the East Indies there. And Brazil and Bolivia are in our market, even though they're not our puppets. So that's that. We have the best literacy in the world. Also, we have the best GDP per capita, of course, by far. And Modena, who's our satellite, is also second there, along with a bunch of people in our market, including Belgium. Literacy, it's fantastic. Lovely. Affluence, it's just beautiful. Everyone's super prosperous and above. Population-wise, we are the 4th most populous country in the world, even after Russia, or above Russia, the UK, US, etc. Most of our pops, about half of our pops live in our unincorporated states, and half of them live in mainland Switzerland over here. This is, of course, our puppet, so that doesn't really count. We have 3 main provinces there. And yeah, let's see, not that many radicals. We've had a little bit of a government shift there towards the end. It made things a little bit more unstable. But overall, it's mostly clerks and machinists, it seems, and laborers. The capitalists and machinists have the highest strength there. Culture, almost half of them are Swiss, Javan in second there, and North Italian in third, along with English, Moluccan, Sumatran, Bornean, Brazilian, French, South Italian, etc. Political strength there, kind of same, equals, except the Swiss have slightly more there. Catholicism, biggest religion. Sunnis, second biggest. Protestants, third. Animists, pretty big as well. And their strength kind of the same, it looks like. Although Protestants have much more strength, it seems, than there, or a little bit more. Well, no, actually, it's pretty even there. Catholics just taking more from the Sunnis there. What else? Detailed list, not that interesting culture-wise. At least this is the plurality of people in a state are Swiss over here. We have Swiss plurality or majority in parts of our colonies here. The first ones we took. We also have that in Venezuela here. And yeah, let's see. Population. Oh yeah, we're back to that. Tech, of course, we researched everything. Let's look at our diplomacy map here, or not map, but you know. So, Customs Union, Brazil. Italy, and Persia. It looks like Belgium actually left us. I don't mind that too much. We have Canada, the Philippines, Parma, Hanover, Modena, and the Ottoman Empire as protectorates. And New Zealand, tiny New Zealand, is our dominion. And yeah, we have Sardinia Piedmont as a protectorate there as well, or a puppet. Alliance with Brazil, defensive pact with Italy, and the rivalry with a bunch of people. We never did build the Suez and Panama canals because the game is bugged. Buildings wise, of course, lots of industry. I imagine our biggest industry is probably glass, followed by, if you exclude urban centers, arts, and maybe power plants. Rural wise, we produce a lot of different things. A lot of oil, of course, a lot of iron and sulfur. Our army is the third largest in the world by size. It might be the biggest in projection. And our fleet is the largest in the world. We have also... what else? I don't even know what to check anymore. The moment we took colonial possessions, I think. And here's the tech development that we were having. Here's the big war against the French we had. They killed a lot of our people. And here is just the continued rise of that curve. And also, you know, people moving in from our greater economic sphere. GDP rise, kind of proud of it. I imagine I could get it higher, but the thing is with the game right now is that oil is such a big problem, right? It's a funnel. There's a very limited amount of oil compared to how big a player can get, that it gets quite frustrating. I could have conquered a lot more as well for oil, but you know, I said I was going to play tall, so I feel like this is the limit of playing tall. I've already kind of overextended on that promise. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We can look at the market map again. Russians are in the French market. Looks like the East India Company's in the chain market there. And Argentina is in the British market. Something I love doing is, of course, seeing our puppets and seeing how, or at least our economic sphere members, right? And seeing just when they joined, how big of an impact it had on their economy. And you can just see that on the graphs right there. Italy just formed there, so that kind of ruins it because it makes everything really big. Who else? The Belgians, they left. So you can see that they were rising steadily, growing exponentially there, and then poof, just down. So I think that wraps it up for us. Let's see what the game final screen is here. Kind of the same stuff I've shown. Prestige is a graph I don't really look at that much, but you can definitely see the correlation to the rest of the stuff. Standard of living, beautiful. And this is, yeah, just stuff I've already looked at. Well, if that's all, I think I'm going to wrap it up right here. I hope you've enjoyed it, and do give me tips on what to do next, either in Victoria 3 or another game. I'd love to do something else. Hopefully Victoria 3 does get improvements in the coming months and years, and I'll happily return to it once the economic systems are even more advanced, I think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been GameGabster. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.